Hey guys, Greg Denny here. I'm just chilling in this red desert and I wanted to make a video for you with a super important message, right? Because a significant portion of our lives and the quality of our lives will be determined by our relationships and how we get along with people. And that goes from, getting along with people we're in school with when we're young, to coworkers when we're older, to spouses or dating, and then children, right? And just like everything in life, how to get along, how to influence people, how to teach and lead people. Just there's so much of life, like everything in life, right, is involved with people. And so we've got to get good at people, right? Good at working with people and learning how to influence and connect with people. So in that arena, I want you to think through that and think of every relationship you have, every scenario you have, every interaction with people, from going to the grocery store or the bank or trying to negotiate a deal, right? It's powerful the way we work with people. And the good thing is, you guys, is it's a skill. It's something we can learn and we can get better at. We can exercise and improve and study it and learn. And I'm speaking from experience because I was bad at people. And now I'm so much better and of course still working on it, right? But I was shy, I was timid, I didn't know how to get along, I didn't know how to ask questions or have meaningful conversations. I didn't know how to persuade people or negotiate or try to get to those what's been called the win-win situations where you're trying to get something done. To now I'm leading people, speaking to thousands, influencing people through the video, through the internet, through one-on-one interactions and coaching and mentoring that I do, and my own children and my wife, and just always interacting with people. So I have an acronym I came up with that gives you these critical elements. Now this is just a brief video where I'm just going to hit on these points, and you're going to find, like, man, yeah, this hits home, this matters, and these are proven things that work. Things I've studied over 20 years. You guys are studying how to get along with people, and personal development and leadership, and studying the lives of great men and women, and traveling all around the world and speaking and working with people from all different cultures and backgrounds and places. These things just work. And I'm just going to introduce them to you in this video, and I'll expound on them in my other trainings. And you're going to want to get these, and you're going to want to really understand this, because this is critical for parenting. It is critical for launching into life for you young adults and youth. It's part of social leadership, part of being a social superstar. This stuff matters so much. So the acronym is CONNECT, right? CONNECT. And it's built on that basis. That's the chassis it's built on. That's the foundation. We've got to know how to do it and be really good at it, at connecting with people. And I can connect with people now like that, and whether I'm standing in line in the grocery store or in the awkward elevator silence, nobody talk to anybody else, or sitting on a bus in the middle of nowhere, or on an airplane, anywhere I can connect with people. So connect, C. The C stands for care. You just have to care. You have to care first, or nothing else matters. If we try to do the rest of the steps, or we try to connect with people, we try to influence people, but we really don't care, we just kind of have this other motive, or we're kind of just in it for ourselves, people can see right through that. They'll see right through that. And you won't have the power. There's this power that comes with really caring, and people can tell. Somebody was just kind enough just recently to give me a recommendation online, and they just said, hey, look, as soon as you meet Greg, you can tell he cares. And I do. I'm genuine. I sincerely care about people. And I had to learn that. There was a long time I was going through, I don't care. I don't care about them. I don't know them. What do I care, right? And we kind of get this flippant, indifferent, apathetic attitude toward people, but we have to care. So number one is care. And I'll expand on all these and that one a lot more in the other courses. The O stands for open up. We have to open up. And that's because we need other people to open up as well. And the best relationships, you guys, are the ones that are totally authentic and even a little vulnerable, where we're just open about who we are, what we want, and they can be open about who they are and what they want. And we have this culture of belonging and accepting and loving. And so then once we have these open relationships, whoo, they're so much better. Think about the relationships you might be struggling with and the ones you've observed before or had challenge with, where you feel kind of closed off, or you're wearing a mask, or putting up a facade, or putting up these walls and barriers that kind of keep this distance between you. Anytime there's masks, facades, or walls or barriers, there's not going to be a deep, powerful connection. And influence is going to be lost, and potential is going to be lost. So we have to open up. And I'll give you more on that and the other ones about bringing down those walls and taking off those masks and how to be totally authentic and vulnerable. The first N is actually a phonetic N, energy. So NRG. You got to bring energy. You've got to bring energy. And what we don't realize, whether we know it or not, we're always bringing energy. Every single interaction with other people has energy. Whether it's good or not, or whether it's dead or not, is up to you. We always bring energy. So the thoughts we have, the words we say, our body language, our mannerisms, our tone, everything brings energy. And we've got to obviously bring positive energy, right? And you're like, well, yeah, no brainer. But how often do you do that? How often do you really show up? When it's time to connect with someone, it's time to meet with someone, time to talk, time to go into that meeting, time to sit down and have a conversation with your kids, time to connect with that friend or that date or whatever it is, do you bring it? Do you consciously go, okay, I'm bringing positive energy here. I'm going to say the things that are positive and optimistic. I'm going to be open, authentic, and caring and loving. Am I bringing the energy? When you walk into a room, what happens? Does the energy go up or does it go down? When you go into a tough situation or a difficult conversation, what energy are you bringing? Okay? And just think about that. Just consider right now, like, when I'm interacting with people, what energy you bring? And you guys, I bring optimism, I bring enthusiasm, I bring energy because I'm intentional about it. That's who I am, and that's the way I want to live. And when I'm connected with people, I bring energy. The second N stands for needs. We have to be considerate of people's needs, and we all have these basic drives. The drive to belong, to care, to connect, the drive to grow and thrive and love and be loved. And we have these, and I can go through these extensively. We could spend a whole time just on this one thing, but consider other people's needs. We often only consider our needs. We think, oh, this is what I want, and this is what I need, and I'm going to go tell them, and I'm going to let them know that this is what I need. We have to be able to consider from the other person's side, well, what are their needs? What are their needs as human beings? And what are their needs in their relationship and interaction with me? And there's a lot more to that, but be considerate of other people's needs. The E stands for elevate. We've got to lift, we've got to build, we have to encourage, we got to praise. We just got to lift people up and elevate them. See them for who they can become and try to bring them up with us as we grow and learn and improve. Elevate people. We live in a culture that is tearing people down constantly. This roasting that's going on and finding humor at the expense of another person, it's got to stop. And join me in that movement. We have got to stop that. So don't participate in it. Don't tear people down, not even for humor. Don't do it. Just eliminate that. Like, always be positive, always be lifting, always be building, looking for the good, giving compliments and praise as often as you can. We've got to elevate people. And when you elevate them, when you meet them, when you're talking to them, and before you go, give them something good, give them something positive. Always start, even if you have to correct somebody, always start with a positive. Build them up, focus on what they're doing right, build it up, and then make suggestions, right? And let them come to the conclusions if they need to make some changes. But always elevate people. The next C is one of my favorites, is challenge. Interestingly, if we've done all the other things first, if we've done those first, then we can challenge people. And they may not say it, they may not know it, they might be anxious or afraid of challenges, but everyone wants to be challenged. We are hardwired for challenges. And you can tell because when people take on a challenge and they conquer it, they feel fantastic and they celebrate and they love it. And so we can challenge them in a good, positive way. Say, hey, I want to invite you to take on a challenge. I want to. Can you do this better? I know you can do it better. You got more in there. You're living below your potential and privileges right now. You have more. I know you can step this up. Can I give you a challenge? And I love to challenge people. And I'm giving you a challenge right now. I want to challenge you to practice these principles in your interactions with other people. So we got to give them challenges, but it only works. We can only challenge them if we've done these other things first. And then the T, the last one, T stands for teach. We have to teach them. Especially when we give them a challenge, we have to give them the tools and the resources they need. So that's what I'm doing right now in this video. I'm challenging you to take your relationships to another level, to take all of your interactions with other people to the next level, and I'm teaching you how to do it. I'm giving you the tools and resources to make that happen. And so teach them and learn how to teach effectively. I've been studying pedagogy for a long time and learning how to teach effectively. And I'm still working on it, right? I still want to improve. I still want to get better. But as we teach people and we teach them things that are inspiring, that are true, it resonates with them and they go, whoa, that's good. And we can influence them and we can connect with them. And you guys, if we'll follow that acronym, connect, and build on that foundation, our relationships will get so much stronger, so much better. Our influence with people will increase. We'll become better leaders, better friends, better lovers, better parents, better all around, just better people. So get out there and connect. Reach upward.